Let us do another solved example. We have to calculate area of parallelogram whose adjacent sides are given in the form of vector. So we can write adjacent sides are vector A, which is 3 I cap plus 4 j cap, and vector B is minus 3 I cap plus 7 j cap. So these are the two adjacent sides of the parallelogram. So if we have a parallelogram like this, and this, if this is the origin, if we assume that this is the origin, then this is your vector A and this is your vector B, which are represented by these two equations, and we have to find the area. Now in junior classes we know that the area of the parallelogram is length into breadth. So suppose if A is length and B is breadth, then it will be A into B. But now we have two methods of multiplying dot product and scalar product, vector product, scalar product and vector product. Which one we are going to use? Now your first instinct will tell you to use the scalar product because area is scalar. If we have length equals to 2 meter and breadth equals to 3 meter, then you will simply multiply 2 into 3. So this will be equal to, you will say that the area of this parallelogram will be equal to 6 square meter. But the area is actually not a scalar quantity. It is a vector quantity. Area of a plane is a vector quantity. That means this area will also have a direction. Now how do we take the direction of the area? This direction, it is always perpendicular, but it is on us to choose perpendicularly upward or perpendicularly downward. So that we are going to use cross product, vector product. So if we are doing A cross B, then it will be A cross B and the thumb will be in upward direction. So in that case the direction of area will be perpendicularly upward. If we are doing B cross A, the direction of area will be perpendicularly downward. So it will be perpendicular. Choosing upward and downward direction depends on us. So accordingly we will do the calculations. So here we are going to do A cross B. So from now on, remember that area of a plane is a vector quantity, is no longer a scalar quantity like we used to do in earlier classes. They are perpendicular and there will be upward or downward. There is a choice between these two and we can choose any one which we want, but it will be perpendicular. So if we are doing A cross B, it will be perpendicularly upwards. Now let us quickly do this. We have I cap, J cap and K cap. 3, 4, K cap, coefficient of K cap is 0. Similarly here it is minus 3, 7 and again 0. I cap, it will be 4 into 0 minus 7 into 0, so it will be 0. Minus J cap, 3 into 0 minus of minus 3 into 0, again 0. Plus K cap, 3 into 7 minus of minus 3 into 4, so it will be equal to 21 plus 12. So these two terms will be 0 and what is left is 33 K cap. So this 33 is the magnitude of area and K cap is the direction of the area. So if this is X, this is the direction of x-axis, this is the direction of y-axis, then z-axis will be like this, perpendicularly upward. So this is the 33 K cap and we can say that the direction of the plane is perpendicularly upward. So 33 K square unit, whatever it is, centimeter square, meter square, kilometer square. So 33 square unit is the magnitude and K cap is the direction of the area.